Yeah. You guys are like the hardest audience sometimes, peer-to-peer. Yep. But Ben Titi is going to come, and he's going to start us off. So would you be so kind and not so judgmental, and put your hands together to welcome Ben to the stage.
Better, come on, go crazy!
Yeah, man! Woo!
Alright, then. I guess I can go with that. Yeah, anyway, my name is Ben. I really like my name because, my name actually means favored son. That's not true in the least, not at all. No, in my family, I'm the one who will accidentally half kill my brother. And for some reason, my parents will always consider these two options. Either I just like hurting him, or he's a wimp. They never consider mystery option number 3, he just enjoys getting me into trouble. No, one time he was actually on the couch with me, and he sat down, and he looked at me and just started to smile. And I looked at him, and I started to panic. Do I have a boogie? No, you know what he did? Mom! Get out! He's hurting me! Get off! Ow! Ow! I don't know what to do in that situation! So I just start to freak out. Mom comes out, she starts punishing me. But anyway, in my family, I'm also the one in my family who's constantly getting hurt. Like, for my mom, it's not unusual for her to get a phone call that sounds something like this. Hello, this is Corona Secondary School calling about Ben. Yes, he has fallen from the gymnasium roof, and he hit his head, and we believe he has a concussion because he does not seem responsive any way whatsoever. He is also bleeding from the brain because we can see it. Yeah, so we were wondering if you could just come and pick him up, if you can. So yeah, please call us back anytime you can. You know what my mom's response is in that kind of situation? Could you just give him an ice pack and see if he can make it through the rest of the day? No, one time, I've had 4 concussions in my life. 2 of them I'll never forget. One of them I actually remember. I bought these magnets with a 150-pound pull. That's why I bought them. But we knew that they could act, they were really hard to pull apart, so we decided to challenge them. We decided to put half and half on each other. So we started pulling apart, and one of them came up and hit me in the head. I started bleeding. I started panic in school, before school even started. I started running through the halls, and if you've ever been to Kilo, the students in that school do not move. They just clog up the hallway. And I started to panic, and I believe that God actually looked upon that moment, and he said, ooh, this could be serious. And he parted the group like the parting of the Red Sea. Kids were floating on the ceiling. It was crazy. So I got to the office, and the secretary looked at the blood, and she goes, ah! Oh, it's you. Let me call your mom. My mom actually came in that day. She looked at me, and she looked at the secretary. She asked the stupidest thing. Do I have to sign him out? Growing up, I really liked Steve Irwin. I just loved him because, he'd be out in the outback and he'd just be like, whoa, that there's a Billabonga viper, most deadliest viper in the world. A single bite, I will die in a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get low to the ground to make myself seem smaller. I'm going to avoid eye contact, so I'm going to go to it like this and pick it up. I also really like talking to Scottish people because you can't understand them at all. You ever try talking to a Scottish person, it's like they'll come up to you and say, oh, today we're going over there, we're going to okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, sure, yeah, you're going to go up there, over there, we're going to go around, what? No, not at all. What? Oh, yeah. And you just don't know what to do. Huh. But anyway, apparently when you speak to a crowd of people, you actually sound smarter when they actually think you sound smarter when you speak with a British accent. So if you want to talk to a lot of people like this, you'll actually want to be listened to if you speak like this. But now, men, when you talk to your ladies and they don't seem to be listening, all you gotta do is speak in a higher register, and they will have no choice but to listen to you because you're so annoying. to your man, he will not listen to you unless you speak in a lower voice. Expand your words so that we can actually have time to process the words you are saying and actually understand the words that you say. Also, I'm not kidding about this part. When you speak to a man, if you don't have eye contact, the conversation never happened. Okay? But see, it's very difficult to communicate with everybody in a group like this because there's so many different genders. That wasn't even in the script. But no, when you talk to a whole bunch of people like this, you always have to speak in a British accent and alternate between every single key so you can communicate with everybody. So, everybody, my name is Ben. Thank you for listening. Good night! Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to introduce the amazing Panic Squad.
Hey, Squad!